Hello there. Today we'll be doing part 2 of Conway Game of Life. If you have seen the first video, you will see that I have done the O of n times m space solution, and here I will be doing the O of 1 space solution. If you have not seen that video, please watch it, and that way you can follow along with this video. So, in this video, let's begin. Here we will be generating the way we're gonna make this O of 1 is simply changing anything that needs to be changed to be a 0 into a -1. That way we know that if it's a 1 or -1, it was living in this particular state. In the next state, it will be dead. So in anything in the next state that is 0 or -1 will be dead. Then, if it was a 0 and it becomes alive, then we'll set the state at 3 or 2 or whatever number, anything that's greater than 1, because that's what we'll be using to represent living in this current state. And then anything that's above 0 will be set as 1 in the next state. And now we'll have the living as 1s and the dead as 0s, and we can return the answer. And everything is done in place. So if you know what I'm talking about, if not, that's probably fine too. We'll just code it out and we can explain along the way. Alright, let's get the number of rows and number of columns first. Alright, that's out of the way. Great. Next, we will get the 2, -2, 1, 0, and -1 states, double states in array. Remember, we're going to set 0 to living, to 2, and 1 to -1. Alright, so how we're going to do it? We're going to go through all the items and look at all the neighbors, and that way we can find out the states of that particular item in that particular location. So for I in row in enumerate the matrix. This is an easy way of accessing all of this item in the matrix. So we're going to create our moves. We can either type this out, or we could make this easier for ourselves by creating them using a set of range. So we're going to set the max at I minus 1 or 0. And I mean, as we start from either 0 or I minus 1, the max of that, and the min of the number of rows, which is the maximum item we can go to, or I plus 2, which is, well, you know, I plus 1. So we'll repeat this. So for C in range, max 0, J minus 1, and min, num columns, and J plus 2. Everything looks good. Why is there 3 instead of 2? Weird. Ah, I see. That's not good. Alright, so last thing, we need to make sure that we don't look at ourselves as an item. So we'll knock that out. Alright, so for move in moves, we're gonna say if absolute value of the matrix of move 0, which is I, and move 1, which is J, is equal to 1, then that means that is a living neighbor. And once we have all the living neighbors, if matrix of I and J is equal to 0 and the living neighbors, is equal to 3, then it is a living item, right? So matrix is I and j is equal to 2. Else if matrix, then it is a dead item if it is 1 and the living neighbors is less than 2, or living neighbors is greater than 3. The matrix is then set to I to -1. And because we set the absolute value of that particular location to be 1, -1 suggests that we're looking at an item that is living in this current state. So once that occurs, we have our matrix of 2s, 1s, 0s, and -1s. We're going to need to set the record straight. By resetting all the 2s and the -1s. If equals to, let's say, 2, or is greater than 0, we'll set it to 1. Else, it's going to be 0. And we can return the matrix now. I think that's it. We have errors roaming around. So let's see what the heck's going on. That is not supposed to be. Okay, so we have an error. As you can see here, looks like none of these items were set to 1 for some reason. Let's take a look at what might be the reason. So this was done. This needs to be done after the moves are done. So let's see. We still have a bunch of issues. Let's see what's going on. I think we need to look at the moves first. Let's check out if we're doing the right moves. Let's see. It looks like we're doing the right moves. Let's see if we're having the right number of living neighbors. No, it looks like we're having the wrong number of living neighbors. There's a 2 here. There should be a 3 because there are 3 nearby. So what's wrong is the moves in this case. Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly went wrong here with the moves. Let's see. I mean, this does look correct, but it is wrong. So gotta fix it. Let's see. I mean, if I think I put in my old code, it is right. Let's see. Oh, I see. That's the problem. Okay, so this was set to I, for some reason, not J. So run it, and let's get rid of this print statement. So it's all good. Well, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe, and if you enjoyed the video, please like. And if you have any questions, please comment. And if you want more videos, look at the description below. I will have a link to all my other videos. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.